How's it going, everybody? Today I've got more Magic for you, and I'm going to be playing some of the Midweek Magic event that's going on that allows you to play with only exclusively Foundations cards. So what I'm going to be doing is, for this first video, I'm going to be playing Mono White Angels, because there look like a lot of really fun Angels in here to play with. I already played several wins with this deck and didn't have any real problem. Thought this one seemed like a pretty fun archetype just from the pack opening I did yesterday, getting an opportunity to see a lot of interesting Angels made available. And like I said, these ones are all specifically from the Foundation set. The Midweek Magic going on right now allows you to play with any cards from the Foundation set without owning them in your collection. So I'm going to be making several videos this week of that so that everybody gets to enjoy new cards, not just from myself, but from my opponents as well. It does limit some options, and I do have standard versions of a lot of these decks going that I'm working on as well. But, so like I said, first off here, I'm starting with Angels. Authority of the Councils is very good in white. It's giving you an opportunity to gain life whenever your opponent plays a creature or has a creature enter. So it can be relevant with token-themed decks as well, not just casting. And then also, any creatures that enter for your opponent will enter tapped. This is a very good card for using against aggro players. I know in this Midweek Magic I've run into Goblins several times, so it can be helpful against them. Not that they're terribly hasty or anything like that, but even in your basic standard format, this is a very good white card. We've got Elspeth's Smite because we're pretty limited on removal in this format, playing only Foundations cards. But this turns out to be really good. Most cards struggle to have more than 3 toughness, even in my deck. If you look here, I've got one card with more than 3 toughness until interaction happens, which is Lyra. So actually more relevant than you'd think, and it's only a 1-drop, and it's instant speed, which is nice. It's attacking or blocking creature, so pretty relevant. We've got Banishing Light. I love this card already. It is just a common. It is a reprint. Obviously, I'm using the Bloomborough art version of mine, but which it automatically takes from what you own, so that's why I have 2 of the Foundations versions of this and then 1 of the older set. I don't even know what that set's from, honestly. I can't remember, but it automatically did that. I could have made it all from the Foundation set since it doesn't have to be cards that you own in this, but I just let it do what it wanted so I didn't have to fight with the arts. Anyway, just getting into this, Youthful Valkyrie, a very fantastic 2-drop Angel. This is early play, I love it, and it gets a 1/1 counter anytime another Angel enters the battlefield under your control, and it starts as a 1/3, so it's already good off rip as a 2-drop. We've got Giada Font of Hope, Flying Vigilance. Each other Angel you control enters with an additional 1/1 counter on it for each Angel you already control. And you can tap it to add 1 mana to spend for Angel spells. This is fantastic as a 2-drop 2. 2-drop 2/2 Flying Vigilance is already fantastic. Then you've got the fact that it ramps for you, which has been relevant for me at least, and the fact that all of your creatures are going to enter with additional 1/1 counters, and since I'm playing an entirely Angel deck, it really ramps up all of your creatures very quickly. We've got Angel of Vitality, 3-drop 2/2 flying. If you would gain life, you gain that much life plus 1 instead, and this creature gets +2/+2 as long as you have 25 or more life. It's more relevant than you might think, because there are other Angels in these that gain you life. For example, Dazzling Angel. Whenever another creature you control enters, gain 1 life. It is a 3-drop 2/3 with flying. So immediately, if you have this out on the battlefield, then every time it enters with this out on the battlefield, it's going to be 2 life instead of 1. So, I mean, that's a really nice synergy between just those 2 on their own. Inspiring Overseer, 3-drop 2/1 flying. I don't love this one. However, when this creature enters, you gain 1 life, which can be made 2 with the other Angel, and you draw a card, which the card draw is really nice, and mostly why this is included. It's also why this is only a 3-drop while most of the others are 4-drops. You can see I do only have 3 drops on some of these others, but that is because they are legendaries, so that's why they are fewer. We've got Exemplar of Light. This card is fantastic, and it's a new one, not a reprint that I'm as far as I know. 4-drop 3/3 flying. When you gain life, put a 1/1 counter on this creature, so it synergizes really well with the Angel of Vitality increases how much health you get, but the Dazzling Angel and Inspiring Overseer synergize very well with Exemplar of Light, gaining you life. Whenever you put 1 or more 1/1 counters on this creature, draw a card. This ability triggers only once each turn. So that synergizes really nicely with our Giada here, the Font of Hope, because now when it enters with 1/1 counters, you're going to be drawing a card, and if it gets any additional 1/1 counters, which it will whenever you gain life, it'll also allow you to draw a card as long as you haven't already done it from this ability this turn. And then we have Lyra, Dawnbringer, 5-drop 5/5 flying first strike lifelink, which is crazy good on its own. So much value for 5 mana. And then other angels you control get +1/+1 and have lifelink. So lots of life gain synergy. Most of these aren't terribly expensive, actually. Most of them you get a lot of really good value for their mana cost. And we're just running straight plains. You could maybe mix it up a little bit in a standard format, but since we're playing this Midweek Magic where Foundations cards are the only ones that matter, there wasn't any land that I desperately felt like I needed. Even still, you could probably consider some, but I think I'm fine just running straight plains for this. Anyway, let's go ahead and start getting into games. I do have other decks that I'm going to be doing this Midweek Magic for, to let you guys check out a lot of different archetypes that are very fun with these new cards. So I'll go ahead and start getting into matches. Alright guys, so the game actually crashed on me. I'm coming back into this match now. I don't actually even have this pet yet. I have this very first one that you get from getting the Mastery Pass, but that's funny. Anyway, starting off, we don't have our Council, but we do at least get to go first, so that's pretty nice. Hopefully we draw some more land here. Okay. I'm going to start with the Youthful Valkyrie. Giada's very good also, but the Youthful Valkyrie will start letting us get it bigger in particular. Either way, probably would have been fine. But I think I'd rather lose the Youthful Valkyrie if I'm going to lose anything, so. So we've got Death Touch and Reach. Game's lagging on me a bit here, I apologize. We've got 3 mana now, but let's go ahead and go with Giada. It's going to increase our Valkyrie. And we're not going to attack because our opponent does have Reach. We do have Elspeth's Smite up if we need to, or if we get the opportunity if this thing's stupid enough to attack. I think Angel of Vitality is very likely to be my next play. Okay, Moment of Craving, so we are sadly losing our Giada. He did attack for some reason, so we'll go ahead and get rid of that. Okay, we're going to play Dazzling Angel here instead of Angel of Vitality, because they synergize very well with each other. More mana here. Whenever this creature dies, if it wasn't a demon, return it to the battlefield under its own control with 2 1/1 counters on it, and it's a demon in addition to its other types. That's pretty irrelevant, and I can fly. So let's go with Vitality Angel. Our Youthful Valkyrie is already up to a 4-6 now, so I'm pretty happy with the ordering that I've done so far. Okay, and the opponent already scoops. So this was a really easy match. I've seen these angels being really oppressive, and I like them a lot. At least in this, and I think they'll be fun to play in regular standard as well. Obviously, you've got more options as well if you're playing in standard from angels coming from other sets, but this has been a lot of fun so far. This first game was a little weird. Like I said, I had some lag issues and stuff, but I still think I want to include it because it can show how quickly this can get out of hand. All these creatures fly. All of them have the potential to make themselves bigger or make each other bigger. I was going to be gaining extra life and drawn with this one. We've got Banishing Light here, for example. If that creature that I had exiled with Path to Exile hadn't been gone, the Death Touch Reach, we would have gotten rid of it with Banishing Light. So anyway, first game, pretty straightforward. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm going to be going for 3 wins in this video, so it probably will be pretty quick, but I may include losses too if I get any in that run through, unless I get a clean sweep. Alright, opponent goes first, which is a little sad, but we've got some usable cards here. As long as we draw 1 land, we should be set. Which we did. So let's get Youthful out. And then I think probably Angel of Vitality will be what I play next, because that way when I play the Overseer I'll get more benefit. Looks like our opponent may be doing something along the lines of Selesnya Angels, which I didn't consider, but that's because I didn't see anything green that leaned into it. Okay, now they're just playing a generic deck, it seems. Okay, got some more land here. I'm going to go for another Angel of Vitality. Gets our life gain going even faster. Once we start putting in things like the Overseer. But we do have Lyra coming in soon now, too. So that's pretty disappointing. Let's get Lyra. And we've got lots of backup Lyra. A little more life gain going here. And our opponent scoops. Our things were going to start getting really oppressively big, which is true. He didn't really have... He had life gain going, but not a lot of anything going on. This turn, I was going to be able to start attacking, even if only with Lyra, and have plenty of backup Lyra. Sadly, the Valkyrie did get addressed with the Pacifism, which I didn't even realize got reprinted. But, yeah. You can see these get really big and oppressive really fast. All these have lifelink now because of Lyra. And then this is a 5/5 with first strike. Everything flies, so the only relevant opponent creatures were the Dazzling Angel, and my life gain was about to start ramping up really big too. So, yeah. Anyway, there's game number 2 out of the way. Another pretty quick win, so we'll see. But obviously you can see Angel's very viable. Alright, opponent goes first. We've got a 1-drop Elspeth Smite, plenty of land, so I'll give it a try. Youthful Valkyrie is actually a really nice draw. Maybe this is Izet goblins, which is, or no, not goblin, I guess. I'm gonna go ahead and take that because I don't want to somehow lose my Valkyrie. Start dazzling up in here. He has a way to kill that. That's pretty much that's a big nuisance. But okay, he just returned it to my hand. Still annoying, but not a big deal. Probably go with Exemplar next. Getting some land here is pretty nice, actually. Not sure what the opponent's going to do here. I'm really not sure. Okay, 2 damage. It's enough to kill it, which I expected. Is there anything else? Okay, so you're just going to kill it outright. It's kind of boring, but whatever. You going to return my Dazzling to my hand? Might make some different plays. No? Okay. I think here, Lyra is the play. I would go with another Exemplar, but he's just going to bounce something if I try going in that direction. Yeah. No surprise. Okay. Well, so let's go this way. I'm going to go with my Youthful. I still have 4. Just go ahead and go for another Youthful for right now. Keep up an Elspeth Smite, I think. So far, I failed to see a way for my opponent to get their way out of this. Okay. Managed to get rid of my healer. Let's go ahead now and go with Exemplar. And Overseer. And I'll still hold for now. Alright, so let's go Dazzling. And Lyra. And the opponent scoops. No surprise there, they really weren't doing anything. So, if you look at this, these immediately became gigantic, and they only have 1 blocker for anything that I have. Got a 7-9, a 6-8, and a 5-5 that I think was about to become a 6-6. Lyra, obviously lifelink on everything, so this would have gotten even bigger again because of the lifelink. I could attack with this. This is the most irrelevant, so I might have held it back. But yeah, synergies with Angels, really nice. And I really think Lyra is an important component to that. It is a 5-drop 5-5 first strike flying lifelink that gives your other Angels +1/+1 and lifelink. Like I said, this person wasn't doing anything. I don't know if they had counter spells or what. It looked like it was trying to be maybe like an aggressive, is that counter burn deck? Maybe, because he did play some burn spells a little bit. I don't know. I don't think this was very good. It's certainly not up against what we were doing, but anyway, that would be our third win in a row, so I'll go ahead and end off the video here. This one will be a bit shorter, so I apologize for that, but I do have several more decks already prepared for this week from this same Midweek Magic event, so hopefully you guys come back and check out all of them, and hopefully you enjoyed this one as well. Let me know down in the comments.